So I'm testing my DJI Pocket 2 with the lavalier mic and everything. We'll see how well it works. Gonna go get some gloves from hopefully G&L or whatever the hell it's called now. Let's see. Heading down the old Cottage Grove. And of course, there's another street that's closed because every street seems to be closed right now. But I was thinking about starting to do my daily vlog from here, or not daily as much as more often than they have been, a personal vlog, mainly because the body piercing and tattooing one takes up a lot of my time, and I really don't have time to do it any other way. So hopefully this turns into a way where I can just do some straight shots, not have to do a lot of editing, and kind of enjoy myself. We'll see. And this is where the bike lane begins, which means that I have the fucking right of way, if you like it or not. I'm really curious to see how well this windscreen and everything else picks up. In case you're wondering what I look like, see if I can get this to turn. Where's the... Nope, not wanting to do it. Well, we'll wait till we stop. So far, the DJI thing seems to be working pretty well. I have it in lock tilt, so hopefully it's giving a nice beautiful day we're having here today. It's about a balmy, like 42 degrees with a nice little wind. Which really doesn't bother you until you get up to about 23, 24 miles an hour. Then it gets a bit cold. But I think summer's finally over. It is November, by the way. Let's see if I make the, not gonna make the punishment light, of course. I think I'm gonna go down the MLK sidewalk. Wait. There we go. And that looks a little down. Of course it's on zoom instead of tilt. Okay. Well, it's a great view of my chest, I think. Oh, I forgot. Let's try this. Because this should, there we go. So yeah, this would be the point of me, the beautiful DaVo. It's weird with the lavalier, I don't even notice it's there. I think it'd be even better with a regular lavalier plugged into it. I am going directly into the wind right now. So, and a nice little pace here of about 23 miles an hour. So if it's turned into a big giant, that's why. There we go. And now we're looking ahead. Beautiful like line of trees here. Over to your right is Woodland Cemetery. If it was just about 10 degrees warmer, it would be a beautiful day today. I love how the pan tilt seems to be working really well on this. It's in lock. And I think you guys are getting kept pretty level. So let's see if we can get past this. If you don't know, I am on a Juice Scorpion, the basic juice, not the fancy juice. Had it since July. Put close to 600 miles on it. Averaging I commute about 5 to 6 miles a day. Really enjoyed it. Have not had any problems with it. Brakes are squeaky though. And I wish it had a little bit more power. Wait. And here I can pick up the bike trail. Not the bike trail, the bike lane. Actually, we're going to go up the sidewalk because I believe G&L's are right up here. Excuse me. Yep, there it is. The destination is on our left. Looks like they are taking the sign off the building today. Weird. And that's a part of Iowa, Des Moines, heritage, history, whatever you want to call it, coming to an end. G&L has been a big part of Des Moines for a long time. First in the Ewing building. And of course there is no place to park. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we're gonna stop it for now. So we're starting up a quick trip. I took a break because I didn't think you wanted to see me go into G&L and buy some gloves and then buy iced tea from Quick Trip. That's not really exciting. Though there was an exciting moment. Rather large woman. There we go. Let's tilt that up a little bit. There we go. Rather large woman with her shirt pulled up and she had a bra on. Nothing really crazy. Telling everybody that it was her life and it was none of your business. I decided that it was none of my business. There we go. So we're going down High Street. Gonna head down and see if the new skate park's done yet. It is a lovely brisk 40 odd degrees today. And this is where the bike trail gets confusing, or the bike lane, I should say. I keep saying bike trail, I mean bike lane. Even though it existed a block back, I think it's supposed to shift over to Grand, which is 2 blocks to the south. So that gives you the option of continuing this and then hitting sidewalks, or basically Yeah, hitting sidewalks. Or, you know, you can ride in the street. This does a pretty good job of keeping up with traffic, except this is a one-way. Here's the lovely principal building. $801 grand. And there's the old Register and Tribune building, now condos. And Ruan. And you can see it just peeking out there, I believe. Hope you can see it. You might not. Or you might have. The old Traveler's Umbrella, which is considered a landmark and has historic preservation involved. So we're gonna skip over to, this is Locust, or Grand. We're gonna skip over to Locust. That's what I meant. When I said Grand earlier, I meant Locust. The downtown Marriott. I believe that Locust actually has a freaking bike trail, or bike lane. And it does, but it's a lane. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, as soon as this changes, I'm gonna kind of go over here, wait till the cars pass so we're not being too much of a jerk. Hi. And we'll up to sport just to be a little bit more in traffic. And welcome to the land of destruction, or construction, that is Des Moines. I can't remember the last time there wasn't construction. And the beautiful Capitol building in all its glory up the hill. And that's the old library there, now the World Food Prize. And that's where they're going to build the federal building that is going to break the moratorium on there not being a building large enough that you can't see the Capitol building across the river. But the Fed gets whatever the Fed wants, right? I'm not sure what that was. Crossing the lovely Des Moines River. This is one of the bridges that, or the bridge, I guess there's two of them that they replaced because they decided the historic bridges were going to cost too much to fix. So I think we'll take a left here, head along the river. I would take the Riverwalk, but it is always under construction, it seems like. And basically, I'm just testing this thing out more than anything else. Huh, okay. Yep, it's under construction again. I'm gonna drop down because I want to conserve the battery. I can usually get about anywhere between 16 and 20 miles. I've never ran it completely out. I kind of hit that 16-mile point and then decide, let's call it a day. So we're gonna go over the Women's Achievement Bridge here. And there is the Japanese tea. I don't know what that's called. Where the guy Took a sledgehammer to all the foo dogs. And it does not look like they've even gotten that done yet. Beautiful day if it was just a little bit warmer. And the Des Moines skyline. Well, looks like they still don't have it done. Why don't we stop and give you a kind of a panoramic view here of the skyline. See if it will let me. So we'll go over and look at the skate park. It was supposed to be done last month, but it isn't done yet. I don't know if we have enough hours left. One of the things about this that nobody told me when I bought it, and I kind of had to dig into some of the literature, is you shouldn't really be paying attention to how many volts you have left. You should be paying attention to your ampage hours. It gives you a better understanding of how much time you really have left. So yeah, this is where the new skate park will be. It'll probably open up. The rate they're going now, and with it getting so cold, I don't think this will be open until probably March at the soonest. I'm going to go here to the observation area. Interesting thing about this is going to be the largest skate park in the United States. It's funny to me because back in 1988, when they outlawed skateboarding in Des Moines for the most part, they promised us they were going to build a skate park. Was it 1988 or 1999? And now they just did it, finally. Yeah, I don't know how well I'll be able to see it from here now that I look at it. One feller down there working. Let's go down on this ledge here. Whoa, a little bit of sand there. I think this should put you over the edge. There we go. And that's the zoom. Just kind of give you a pan here of most of this. Beautiful view of the river and the Capitol building. It's going to be here. It's going to be kind of a fun place, I think, to hang out in the summertime. Okay. Let me check I think we're going to go hit the river trail. Usually I'd be taking a bunch of photos, and I brought my camera with me. And I kind of had planned on that, but we'll see if we hit anything or if I turn this off. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this running. Usually when I come up here, I'm usually coming from the other direction, and I will go ahead and just head up through the hood and go home. But I think today we're gonna head down to maybe Birdland Marina, check that out, see how that's going. I didn't know how cold it was, and it actually is tolerable. I don't know how else to put it. And I don't know what kind of views I'm gonna like on this. I'm gonna like this view. Let's turn this down. I'm gonna like views of me, which seems to be because I can't really see the thing. It gives me this option. Nice thing is I can move this in, and I think I need to move the zoom back out. There we go. Okay, that's interesting. I'm getting a warning on my bike. Okay, let's try this again. This is kind of weird. Every once in a while, it'll just, the brake or the, I think it'll just turn itself off. It's just strange. I'm not quite sure why it does it. I've had to do it to a point where I have to kind of pretty much reset the whole bike by taking the battery out and putting it back in. It's kind of ridiculous, but for the most part. And basically I just use the pedal modes or the pedal assist modes as kind of like gearing. Like right now I'm in Co, which just supposedly cancels out the weight of the bike. Makes it a little easier on the battery. And getting a little bit of a workout. Okay. Now let's see if we can get it to turn back around. And that seems to be pointed directly. There we go. Seems like they're always doing construction down here. The Des Moines River Walk. And now we're kind of we're in the trails. There's the Des Moines Botanical Center, which if you've never been, I would suggest it. It's a bit pricey. It's a great place to take photos. And it has an outside garden. It's just incredible. It looks like somebody's out there today enjoying it. I believe it's $12 to get into the Botanical Center, and that includes all the inside. And if the outside gardens are open, I really advise going on a day where it's either really overcast and you just need a break from the winter, or a nice spring or fall day. Early fall, late spring. And now we're going under the University Bridge, Des Moines River. We used to climb out to the center of this thing when I was a juvenile delinquent, late teenager. In fact, we'd make it all the way across the other side. Definitely fucking dangerous and kind of stupid. Yeah, this bridge is fairly new. I don't remember it being here before. Kind of a cool little overlook and rest area. My cynical side says, yep, that's probably where all the underage drinking happens. Because we always seem to do it down by the river for some reason. I'm kind of interested to see how smooth this gimbal is on the front here, and if the lock tilt is the right setting for this. And here we come up onto Penn Avenue. And this is the Neil Smith Trail. I always forget that. Former senator, I believe, U.S. Senator of the great state of Iowa. He's had a few things named after him, including the Pearl Reserve. Did a lot to try to kind of save the Iowa environment. And I guess, you know, liked biking. One thing I have noticed with the electric bike is that when it gets down under about 60 degrees, it doesn't seem to be as efficient. I'm sure there's a physics reason for that. Spent a lot of time in this neighborhood. One of my best friends used to live in this red brick house here on the left-hand side. And we'd sit there and watch movies and so forth, drink in the back, look at the river, and generally just hang out. It looks a lot better than it did when they lived there. Heading down to Birdland Marina. See if this minivan recognizes I'm here. I think I'm going to go through the parking lot. Oh, and there's the park. I can never remember which one. Union Park, of course, with the famous rocket slide. I don't know if you can see it up there on the top of the hill or not. And the carousel. Oh. Take a short break and put my gloves on that I just bought. It's funny when you buy something from someplace and they go, hey, are those good gloves? It's like, well, I'm buying them, but I don't know if they're good gloves because I haven't worn them yet. But they were cheap. 2 pairs for about $6. Don't know. We'll see. All right. I'm going to head up along Birdland Marina, where Drake Crew used to be, right there. I think it's Des Moines Crew now. The Birdland Lagoon. It's hard to believe people used to swim in that. But people used to swim in that. Oh, lots of ducks, lots of mallards. I know what they're doing, ducks. Some beautiful views of the river along here. Kind of, it's half urban, half, you know, nature area. It's funny because I'm so used to commuting on this bike. I just want to go faster and faster, and I've learned now to just turn it down, relax, take it at a nice even pace. You don't have to go 20 miles an hour everywhere you go. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut up 6th Avenue, because supposedly that has a bike lane now. I don't believe it, but we'll see. Oh, yuck. Let's try to avoid that. Oh! Good, you? So I believe maybe it's 2nd Avenue that it connects to. Okay. I lied, it connects to 2nd Avenue. And I'm not quite sure what that is. For some reason I thought it was a pumping station, but it isn't a pumping station. I know it has something to do with Park and Rec. And they do have a dock. So I don't know if that's Des Moines Police or what that is. Or it's a rec center of some sort. Who knows? So you can keep it in the first pedal assist 1 or even eco, have a nice even pace, you know, 10, 11 a mile an hour. And they just planted all those, I guess. And then kick it up and you go uphill. This one, you definitely have to do that, mainly because you're sitting. And I wouldn't advise trying to pedal this standing. So let's go see this is completely uncharted territory for me. Well, on a bike. On this bike, anyway. Yes, I should have stopped there. I didn't believe them. This is going to be Hickman, so I don't know if I can go up to Carter or Carpenter, take that across. So now I want to take the full ride to the trestle. So I'm not sure I can make it back up that bridge or up that hill. the River Bend neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. That's one. These always confuse me because there's not a pedestrian for. Okay, there's not a button. There's one for the other direction, but not one for the direction I was going. Right now I'm in sport, and as you can see, you still need a pedal to help it. Bigger feller, but you can pretty much get up these hills with a little bit of workout. And if you need to, you could downshift. North on 2nd Avenue right now. I think I'm going to want to cut across the 9th or 13th. Bumpy. Because that looks like a lot of construction. Let's take Washington. This used to be an area of the city that you did not want to be in. Especially in the 80s, late 80s. Crack pretty much took over these neighborhoods. And much of the destruction of the entire neighborhood, regardless of who lived here, which was not all people of drug use. And I drove a lot, like the last holdouts, a lot of them moved on. Now this is 9th. When I finished high school, or even when I was in high school, I worked delivering pizzas for OP Express, and we used to deliver up in this neighborhood. That would have been 80, I think I was there from 86 to 88, or 85 to 88. And you would come up to these corners, and there would be prostitutes. And the neighborhood did a lot. The people that lived here, grown up here, lived their whole lives here, did a lot to drive all that out. And the thing about it is there's some beautiful Art Deco houses in this area, Art Nouveau, Victorian, really beautiful houses. We're on College Street. That should take us all the way over to MLK, but I think, and crossed it. Named because there used to be a college on College Street, College and 9th. Thank you. Everybody loves this bike. I just hope I'm still recording. So I'm going to feel like an idiot if I'm not, because I'm talking to myself. So people would call this the hood or the bad part of town. I don't think it's a bad part of town. I think it's a very clean. A lot of proud residents live in this neighborhood. A lot of them keep up their houses beautifully. Now, is there possibly a little bit more crime in this area? Maybe. but I don't think any more than any other part of the city. If you look for it, you're gonna fucking find it. And we're up in sports, so we're gonna hit a little bit faster. There we go, Clark Street. I don't know if it's picking up the engine or not, or the motor. It's not an engine, it's a motor. Because it can be a bit loud. Now we're going to cross over 19th and MLK. In the area we're going to hit like the Drake neighborhood. Whew. And I think we might have a punishment light here. So we may go over and hit the crosswalk button. Or otherwise, we will be here for a long time. There we go. So today I've gone close to 9 miles, it looks like. Yeah. MLK. She's turning left. Okay. I'm starting to feel like I've done a good workout today. Burned some calories. Big that house. Most of these neighborhoods up here, especially my neighborhood where I come from, that is south of University, was built as part of the development of Drake. So that's just an incredible house over there to the right. They've done a wonderful restoration on it. And the thing about colors like that is everybody thinks that they're like some kind of modern thing. The Victorians did like a lot of light colors like that. And I should have probably turned up 23rd. Oh well, let's do 24th. And this has been the entire year. There's always something freaking closed. And you usually don't know. It just seems like it's all haphazard. There's no warning to any of it. It's just you pull up one day and it's torn up. And I don't know if I've just noticed it more because it's in my neighborhood or if it's that way throughout the city. Okay. Now we're close to home. I used to live actually up here on the corner. And DaVo's was across over there. So live in that house right there, that bluish green one to the left, in the front apartment. That one right there. And this is a really large part of my adult life's been spent in this neighborhood. Because we're right next to Safari, Harry Mary's, Lefties. Right over there to the right. Right there. And this is what I mean about you never know what's going to be torn up from day to day, because this was open 2 days ago. Okay. I always forget that. It's over here. Oh, great. I am going to have to get out of here and go up 25th. Yeah, the only consistent restaurant here is probably the China Palace. That's probably been here the longest of any of them. And there's the Greek place here. Yeah, this is just totally ridiculous. I don't know what they've been doing, but it seems like it's been, oh, it's open. Oh, nope, it's closed. Oh, it's open. Nope, it's closed. Person's in a big hurry. The Drake Diner, there to the left. Yeah, this whole area was developed by Drake originally. They still own probably quite a few properties in this area. A lot of rental properties, a lot of houses were built. And every time the city every time the school needed money to expand, they would just sell property. Okay, this is the lovely Cottage Grove that used to be the Blind Munchies when I was a kid. God damn it. Okay. And I've lived off and on in this neighborhood for 10, 15 years. I always end up back here for one reason or another. I just like the neighborhood. It's quiet. Things are kind of within walking distance to a degree. Low crime rate. That house over to the left here, and I'll go by it, sort of. Well, I can't because it's a detour. That one right over there. For Slipknot fans, when I first met Corey Taylor, that's where he fucking lived. We went to a party or two there. So, let's see if this works very well. No, I don't want to go that way because that's going to be really dusty. Yeah, the battery's getting kind of sluggish. It's not quite as responsive as it usually is. Okay. Now let's roll into home. Well, thank you for watching. And if you'd like to see more of these, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I post something. Tell them to check out my other channel, Body Piercing and Tattooing. Obviously about body piercing and tattooing. Till next time, have fun. Thanks for watching.